I've been helping businesses use more tech for the past 3 years, and a client of mine recently hired me to do this little project to basically clean up their whole marketing operations side of things because it was a complete mess. Basically, they want to scale, they're trying to scale, they're an ed tech company, and so they have long application cycles. So they basically have one large application cycle per year. And they're struggling because it's a complete mess and they don't really know where to spend more, like which advertising channels are more profitable and things like that. And we basically went in and helped them build a dashboard that tells you your cost per conversion per lead source. So not cost per conversion overall, but what is the cost per conversion in Google Ads versus Snapchat versus YouTube versus LinkedIn versus events versus all those things, right? And then also they have different stages of an application for a student. So you might have different stages in your sales funnel as well. We were able to map out that sales funnel per lead source. We made this dashboard where when you click on LinkedIn, it shows you the LinkedIn funnel. When you click on Google, it shows you the Google funnel and things like that. And so over time, basically you're able to understand where people drop off based on the different lead sources, which tell you how you can maybe shape communication to focus on getting people through that stage of the funnel or whatever it is. If you are in a situation where that sounds like something useful to you, then the most important thing that you do is firstly track the lead funnel. So if you have several stages in your funnel, i.e. there's a main landing page, then there's a sub page, then they buy, then they have an upsell page, whatever it is, track the numbers as they go through the stages and track your conversions per lead source. Try and pull all this data together. Even if it's you having like a little notebook and going to check your credit card statements or your bank statements. Okay, I spent, $100 on Google Ads, $1,000 on Instagram, $1,000 on LinkedIn, whatever it is, and then go and check how many leads you got from LinkedIn, from Instagram, whatever. Even if it's manually done, this is really, really important because it's how you declutter your entire marketing operation. And I'm saying this like just seeing the way that this client is really struggling with data observability right now. If you want to fix this yourself, basically just start with something basic if you don't have the budget to hire a consultant like my company. Actually, right now we do free tech workshops. So if you are curious, do feel free to schedule one. Basically, we help advise people on how to go about adding more tech, but for free. You can get like free help or advisory, but when it comes to implementation, if you don't have budget, it's fine, but figure this stuff out because it will be really, really, really useful. I'm also applying this in my own business right now. So for example, we are significantly doubling down on organic content, but I want to understand which organic content converts more. Where should I double down my efforts in terms of understanding the platform and spending more time optimizing that specific platform? Should I spend more time on Twitter or on LinkedIn? And sure, there are lots of reports and whatnot out there, but at the end of the day, you should really look at what is converting the most for your business. And so that is going to come from, for example, have UTM tracking links so you know where people are coming from. And those UTM tracking links, you add a little bit of Google Analytics and you'll be able to understand on average, maybe your people coming from YouTube are spending a minute, whereas people coming from Instagram are spending 10 seconds. And so you know that the YouTube leads are probably worth more. You then know to learn more about that platform and double down there. And if you're going to do anything in ad spend, put it onto those platforms. Like tracking the success of the different campaigns is absolutely crucial, and being able to pull all those numbers, I think, is really, really important. Now, building a dashboard solution which is interactive and you can use is super nice, but I think when you're starting out, at least having the numbers in place is really important. I think what a lot of people do when they just start out, they'll just put a link everywhere, and it works to start with, right? You want to get your stuff out there as much as possible, but the sooner you start tracking data, the less of a mess it's going to be later. Start tracking, get on top of your data. You're not going to regret it. It's not that hard, I promise. If you need help, ask GPT, hire people to do it, right? Companies like me, that's our job, that's what we do. Whatever it is, like, do not neglect this data tracking side of things because it will make your marketing so much more efficient in future. I know these thoughts are a little bit scattered, but feel free to comment any questions if you have them. I will reply to as many as possible.